Turn your
Council meeting
microphone
will
on.
now come to order. Can we please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance? Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Get my mic on here. Good evening, honorable city council members, mayor, our city attorney, our chief of staff, deputy clerk, and those who are in the audience. And those who are viewing tonight's meeting via our broadcast channel and YouTube Live. Welcome to the City of Romulus City Council regular meeting, and today's day is Monday, May 11th, 2026. Members of the public wishing to participate in this meeting may do so under the public comment portions of the agenda. Please fill out a request to speak public comment card, which is located on the back of the table there. After completing that card, hand it to the deputy clerk. At this time, we will have roll call. Councilwoman Abdu. Here. Councilman Bullock.
Here.
Councilman Jones.
Here.
Councilman Roscoe is
Excused.
so noted. Councilwoman Talley. Here. Councilman Wadsworth.
Here.
And Councilman Wilhite.
Here.
Madam Chair and Council, we have a quorum.
Thank you.
Tonight's regular council meeting reads as follows. Number 1, agenda. Number 2, public comment. 3, approval of the consent agenda. 4, discussion of items removed from the consent agenda. Number 5 is petitioner. Number 6 is the chairperson's report. Number 7, mayor's report. 8, clerk's report. 9, treasurer's report. 10, public comment. 11, unfinished business. 12, new business. 13, warrant. 14, communication. And number 15, adjournment. And a motion would be in order to accept the regular council meeting agenda as presented.
Support. So moved.
Support.
Pardon me.
It's been motioned by Mr. Wadsworth, seconded by Mr. Jones for the approval of tonight's meeting agenda. Mr. Wadsworth?
Yes.
Mr. Jones?
Yes.
Mr. Bullock?
Yes.
Ms. Abdo?
Yes.
Mr. Wilhite?
Yes.
Chair votes yes, motion approved.
Thank you. Number 2 is public comment for agenda items only. Citizens are limited to 3 minutes to speak. And again, this is for agenda items only that appear on the agenda. Is there any public comment for the consent agenda?
Okay. You can close that out.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Takes us to number 3, approval of the consent agenda. All matters listed under consent agenda are considered routine by the council and will be enacted by one motion. There will be no separate discussions of these items. If discussion of an item is requested, it will be removed from the consent agenda and considered under the next agenda item. Consent agenda item A, 3A. Approval of the minutes from the regular meeting held on Monday, April 27, 2026 at 7:30 p.m. Consent agenda item 3B. Approval of the minutes from the special meeting study sessions held on Monday, April 27, 2026 at 5:00 p.m. to discuss the special land use rezoning and site plan review for Pilot Travel Center located at 10250 Vining Road. At 6:00, special meeting to discuss the proposed 26-27 fiscal year city budgets and the special meeting closed session, which was held at 7:15 to discuss an attorney's opinion. Consent agenda item 3C for second reading and final adoption of Budget Amendment 2526-18 in the amount of $20,000 to cover allowable expenses associated with community and employee programs. This budget amendment was introduced at the April 27, 2026 council meeting. And lastly, a consent agenda item 3D for approval of a study session request for Monday, June 8th, 2026 at 6:45 PM to discuss updates to the sign ordinance. Motion will be in order to accept the approval of the consent agenda as presented.
Need a motion?
I'll make a motion to
Thank you.
accept.
Can we get support?
Support.
Thank you. It's been motioned by Mr. Wilhite, seconded by Mr. Jones for the approval of the consent agenda as stated by the city clerk. Any discussion? Hearing none. Mr. Wilhite.
Yes.
Mr. Jones.
Yes.
Mr. Bullock.
Yes.
Mr. Wadsworth.
Yes.
Ms. Abdo.
Yes.
Chair votes yes, motion approved.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Number 4, the discussions of items removed from the consent agenda, which there were none. Takes us to number 5, the petitioner, Madam Chair and Council. The petitioner is ill and was not able to make it this evening.
Okay.
So they will contact us to reschedule another time that they can appear.
Okay, thank you.
Yes,
Madam
ma'am.
Clerk.
That takes us to number 6, the chairperson's report.
Oh, thank you. A couple of things. I do want to start off like this. I got a call from our senior council person, Mr. Wadsworth, the other day, and I just want to thank you for calling me because at our last meeting, there was a session we had for one of our in our gateway communities, gateway for development that's coming to our city. And I went. I wasn't invited, but I went anyway. But since we had brought it up at the meeting, I should at least extended that to the, even though I wasn't invited, I should extend it to the rest of the council. So thank you for calling me on that, Mr. Wadsworth, because this is a new role for me. And so any wisdom and advice I can get, I'm going to take it. So thank you. So I just wanted to put that out there first of all. And secondly, also Mr. Wadsworth, at the last meeting, he brought up that Mr. Kraut, and to just say prayers for him. And so I just want to expound on that a little bit more. Thank you for bringing that to council, Mr. Wadsworth. We need to pray for our former councilman. He has a passion for the city of Romulus. He's been dealing with some health challenges. So we want to say prayers for him and keep him lifted up. And his wife Sandy as well. I talked to her briefly over the weekend, and I told her we're going to keep him in prayer. So let's do that for Mr. Kraut. He's been a long, forever member in our community. He's been on council on several terms, and we just want to make sure we're supporting people in Romulus. So please say prayers for Mr. Kraut and for Miss Sandy, and that he gets better. And I hear he's on the upswing, so just let's keep him in prayers and keep her in prayers as well. So thank you for that. Thank you for bringing that, Mr. Wadsworth. A couple other quick things. We had National Day of Prayer last Thursday. It was phenomenal. We were at all the schools. We go to all the elementary schools, high school, middle school, and it was fabulous. So thank you for everybody who participated at the flagpole here at the City Hall. Thank you, Chief of Staff, for setting out the message. Vanessa, everybody who helped put that message out. It was a great event, and we had a great turnout at the flagpole this year. So thank you for that. We had a good court day. That was on May 1st, Friday. It was a little chilly, but it was still a great event. So I want to thank the courts for putting that on every year. It seems to be very successful. And what I love about it is so many kids out there, so many kids, and that's just really a blessing to see so many kids out there enjoying all the activities, and they stepping it up each year. So just all the activities they have going on, the kids that's involved. So thank you to the courts for what they're doing with their community court day. So thank you for that. And then I think, Colleen had a party, our recreation director. I wasn't able to attend, but I heard it went well. Did you go, Mayor? You didn't go? Okay. So I heard it went really well, so I just want to shout out to Colleen. It always falls on the day I have to work. So shout out to Colleen and what she does with her events, and particularly the party. I heard it was a great event, so thank you for that. And then, Person of the Year. What an event. Don't even try it. We're going to say something about that Person of the Year, boy. It was a great event. Thank you for the chamber for putting this on every year. What a selection. We have, the people that have been selected for Person of the Year, it's just been, I mean, totally deserved, and Ellen is no exception. So thank you for what you do. And like Reverend Willis said, I love to use Reverend Willis, he just put it out there. If you're looking to be Person of the Year, or you shooting for it, you might as well hang it up. It's nothing that you shoot for, it's something that you just do. I mean, you just out there doing it, and that's what Ellen does. She's out in the community, she's volunteering, committees all over the place, just all over the place, just doing things to advance our city. And nothing she was trying to earn, it just was bestowed on her because somebody saw what she does in our community and thought it was worthwhile to nominate her for it. So congratulations. And so with that being said, we're going to go ahead and go to our board report. So I'm going to start with Mr. Wadsworth. I know you say you guys don't meet till September for the retirement. So let's start with Ms. Abdo.
Hi. I just have some announcements from the library. The library will be closed on May 23rd and May 25th. It's to get the Memorial Day weekend. And the other thing they wanted us to mention is that the Friends of the Library will be having their annual, more than annual book sale, the 28th, 29th, and the 30th, from 9 to 7:45. And if you're a reader, it's a great place to go. We have lots of books, other
Yes.
trinkets, and it's just a great event. So please feel free, if you don't want to, if you want to donate, you can bring stuff to the library and they'll put it in the book sale too.
All right. Thank you. Mr. Wilhouse, you said you don't.
Next week.
Next week, so we'll get that next time. Mr. Jones, you say you guys don't meet till Thursday.
Thursday,
So we'll get it for the next appointment.
for the pension.
For the pension. So, okay. So we'll get the rest of the report outs for the next meeting, the fourth meeting in May. And then just to close this out, I just want to say, I hope all mothers enjoyed Mother's Day. I enjoyed my weekend, and I just pray all mothers enjoyed their Mother's Day on yesterday. And I'm going to close my report on that note. Can we get a motion to
Madam
accept the chair?
I move that we accept the mayor's pro tem report.
Support.
Thank you. It's been motioned by Mr. Jones, seconded by Mr. Wadsworth for the approval of the chairperson's report. Mr. Jones?
Yes.
Mr. Wadsworth?
Yes.
Mr. Wilhide?
Yes.
Mr. Bullock?
Yes.
Ms. Abdo?
Yes.
Chair votes yes, motion approved. Thank you.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Number 7 is the mayor's report.
Thank you, and good evening, City Council, and Clerk, Deputy Clerk, those in the audience here today, and those tuning in at home. I'd like to draw your attention to the monitor for a quick announcement from the Mayor's Office and Ms. Vanessa Tolliver.
Hello, I'm Vanessa Tolliver, and here are some events happening in Romulus. The Spring Free Citywide Yard Sale will take place this weekend. You can find a listing of participating addresses on our website and Facebook page. Free dumping days for excess trash for up to 3 bulk items will return this weekend in the South Lot at DPW building on May 14th to May 15th. The hours are 8:30 a.m. to 3 p.m. May 16th is Community Shred Day from 9 a.m. to 12 noon in the City Hall parking lot. Shred your unwanted papers and recycle your old electronics. Please join us for the grand reopening of the Veterans Memorial Monument on May 25th at 10 a.m. at the City Hall complex. Let us come together as we honor and celebrate this special community landmark. Thanks everyone, and remember to like and share us on Facebook and YouTube, or visit our website for more information. Have a good night.
Thank you, Vanessa. Great job as always on that. I'd also like to remind our residents that the latest edition of our Community Connector should be in the mailboxes here soon. So hopefully they're watching for that, but it's got a lot of details about the things going on in our community, but also more specifically, there's information on Project R Street for 2026. We know nobody likes construction barrels, nobody wants to be diverted, but there's a lot of construction going on right now. And it's gonna make it a little bit more worse with I-94, and that construction's kicked off. So watch out for city social media. We'll be giving information, trying to give them a bunch of information out, make sure we're sharing it. But I'm excited about the progress we're making. It's long overdue. But it's also a pain. So we apologize for the short-term inconvenience for the long-term goal. So stay tuned on that, and also, like I said, watch your mailbox for the latest edition of the Community Connector. First item I have up for action tonight is a DDA board appointment, and I am hereby requesting approval to appoint Brian Merkel to the Downtown Development Authority with a term to expire February 27, 2027.
Madam Chairman,
Mr. Wadsworth?
I'm going to move that we approve the appointment of Brian Merkel to the Downtown Development Authority, and his term will run till February of '27.
I'll second it.
Okay. It's been motioned by Mr. Wadsworth, seconded by Mr. Wilhide, to concur with the administration and approve the appointment of Brian Merkel to the Downtown Development Authority with a term to expire February 27, 2027. Any discussion? Hearing none. Mr. Wadsworth?
Yes.
Mr. Wilhide?
Yes.
Mr. Jones?
Yes.
Ms. Abdo?
Yes.
Mr. Bullock?
Yes.
Chair votes yes, motion approved.
I just want to add on that Brian Merkel was an easy selection, so thank you. He came here today, he was an easy selection. He jumped in with both feet as soon as he bought the old Baum Crane Funeral Home. So he's been hard at work over there with capital improvements and taking care of that, and then also he didn't hesitate when we asked him to get involved at the next level and be a member of the DDA. So he shares that positive vision for growth in our downtown. You want to come to the podium and say a few words to introduce yourself? For those who don't know.
Well, thank you, Mayor. Thank you, Council, for the opportunity to serve the community. I had a lot to learn about Romulus, but it's been very welcoming, and we appreciate the opportunity to be here and to just help bring any knowledge that I may have to better the town and to make it a place that everyone wants to be.
Thank you for your engagement. We appreciate it.
Looking forward to working with you on that one. And like I said, I appreciate everybody who volunteers on all of our boards and commissions.
Yeah.
If we don't have residents step up, we don't have boards and commissions. So
Right.
thank you again. The next item I have up is a lease agreement for Wayne Metro Community Action, who is occupying the western third of the old court building. They run programs that will benefit our residents. If some of them are struggling paying utility bills, they can go over to Wayne Metro and talk to them. If they meet the financial criteria, they can plug them into benefit package. So it's been a good partnership for us in the city of Romulus. So I'm respectfully requesting the city council authorize the mayor and clerk to enter into the attached lease agreement with Wayne Metropolitan Action Agency.
Madam Chair,
Mr. Jones?
I move to concur with the administration and grant authorization for the mayor and clerk to enter into a attached lease agreement with Wayne Metropolitan Action Agency for lease of 10,000 square foot of space located at 11131 South Wayne Road, 48174 on the western portion of the former 34th District Court building in the amount of $4,166 through May 30th, 2027.
Support that.
Okay. It's been motioned by Mr. Jones, seconded by Ms. Abdo, to concur with the administration and grant authorization for the mayor and clerk to enter into the attached lease agreement with Wayne Metropolitan Action Agency for the lease of 10,000 square feet of space located at 11131 South Wayne Road, 48174, on the western portion of the former 34th District Court building in the amount of $4,166 through May 30th, 2027. Any discussion? Hearing none. Mr. Jones?
Yes.
Mr. Abdo? Ms.
Yes.
Abdo, I'm sorry. Mr. Bullock?
Yes.
Mr. Wilhide?
Yes.
Mr. Wadsworth?
Yes.
Chair votes yes, motion approved.
Thank you. And I just want to reiterate there that, everything's a little bit pricier right now, and everybody's struggling a little bit more financially out there. So make sure that our residents know, if you hear somebody struggling paying utility bills, send them over there. There might be a program that they can help them out with. So make sure we share the word. It's a great benefit to have them here housed in our city.
Thank you.
The next item I have up is for right-of-way acquisition services for the 5 Points Roundabout project. I think we've talked about this before, but Romulus did receive a grant in the amount of $1 million from SEMCOG for a Safer Streets Initiative. And the 5 Points intersection in our downtown did suit the criteria, so we received the $1 million to make it a safer intersection for all. And I respectfully request City Council authorize the mayor and clerk to enter into the attached special council services agreement with Monahan PC to coordinate right-of-way acquisition services for the city of Romulus 5 Points intersection roundabout project.
Madam Chairman,
Mr. Wadsworth?
I'm going to move them that we approve the right-of-way acquisition services for the 5 Points Roundabout project, and I have a question.
Okay,
Second it.
thank you. Motion by Mr. Wadsworth, seconded by Mr. Wilhide to concur with administration and authorize the mayor and city clerk to enter into the tax special counsel services agreement with Monahan, PC, to coordinate right-of-way acquisition services for the city of Romulus for the 5 Points intersection roundabout project. Mr. Wadsworth?
And if I can, to the chair, to Roberto, before we approve anything further, are we going to see a drawing of this? Is the question I have.
Yes, good evening, council. So this is kind of the infancy stage of this project. We've met with some property stakeholders, and we met briefly with the DDA. We have another meeting this week with the DDA, but we are planning to make a stop here at City Council, not one time, but several times. It's a pretty big deal what we're doing and what we're proposing and what we have the opportunity for at the 5 Points intersection. So our next council meeting, I'm gonna request a study session, and I'm proposing that for June 8th. I'm gonna kind of lay out the plans as we have it right now. It's at about 20%, so we kind of know where the roundabout's gonna go, but the real heavy detailed engineering has not been completed yet. The other thing I'll add, and I'll kind of give a little bit of a preview of the project, is the timeline is we're gonna do some water main construction in 2027, and then, and that's gonna be kind of like the fall, winter of 2027, and then in the spring of 2028, we're planning on building the roundabout if we're all in agreement that we're gonna move this project forward. So we've been, we have kind of a sequence of what we're gonna follow. We definitely wanna meet with property stakeholders, government stakeholders, and everybody to kind of make sure that we're on the right track.
Okay.
Through
Fine,
the chair.
thank you.
Miss Abdo. I don't know what's going, okay. Ms.
That's
Abdo?
okay, you're fine. Do we anticipate that the grant money we received will pay for the cost of this, or is this going to come on the taxpayers?
No, so the grant was in the amount of, I think it was 2 million, and I think we have $1 million worth of water main work, which we do have to do, and that water main work has to be done anyway. That intersection in further on down Grant Road, we do get water main breaks, but we wouldn't want to build something like this without addressing the infrastructure underneath. So you might even see out, like in the next month or so, that we're out televising the sanitary sewer, the storm sewer. We're looking at all that infrastructure to ensure that it has integrity and it can stay intact after this intersection is built. The other kind of benefit to this project is the roundabout will allow kind of like a bookend to the downtown. So there's a lot of amenities that could be put in that roundabout. It could be vegetation, trees, a statue, brickwork, landscape, whatever the case may be, whatever the city desires. But, like I said, it's a slow-moving process, and we're making stops along the way with everybody involved to definitely solicit input on what that kind of final version and vision would be.
So, through the chair? So eventually our tax dollars are going to pay for this too? Does it look like it?
It probably, yeah, I can't tell you how much. I think the road portion is gonna be roughly about 2.5 million, and we have a grant in the amount of 2 million, so maybe like $500,000. But the one thing I wanna point out, because you've mentioned it, is we get a lot of pressure from the taxpayers to do something about that intersection.
Yeah.
So this is a needed improvement. We have residents on Facebook that send us pictures of near collisions. There's a lot of confusion with a five-legged intersection of who has the right-of-way. And a lot of times, people going southbound down Osga don't understand they have to turn right. They go straight through as oncoming traffic wants to go straight through because they have the right-of-way. And the same thing like northbound Huron River Drive, that traffic wants to go through to Osga while traffic is coming down South Goddard. So I can't put another sign out there that would tell the motoring public what to do. We've run out of the amount of signs we can put out there.
Yeah, I agree with
So-
you. I agree with you. I live right there. I see it
Yeah.
every day.
Okay.
To the chair, just additional details. So you talked about the tax dollars that will have to help offset some of the costs. That's going to be for infrastructure improvement, or the water mains and the old over its life cycle use of the utilities. They have to be replaced as well. So those are the things that water and sewer are supposed to pay for, upgrading and maintaining our system. So like Roberto said, why would we replace a road or repair a road and not take care of the infrastructure below it? So,
Okay.
thank you.
Quick question, what is NEPA?
NEPA. It's an abbreviation for an environmental natural history impact study.
Okay.
That has to be completed with federal dollars when a community receives it.
Okay,
So they're out there right now, they're looking for native artifacts, they are looking for any history that might be on those properties that we might have to preserve during construction.
okay.
Okay.
Any other questions? Thanks, Roberto.
Yep.
With that being said, Mr. Wadsworth.
Yes.
Mr. Wilhide.
Yes.
Ms. Abdo.
Yes.
Mr. Bullock.
Yes.
Mr. Jones.
Yes.
Chair votes yes, motion approved.
Thank you. The next item I have up is for continuation of Project R Streets for 2026. I respectfully request City Council award bid ITB 25-26-21 for the Wade and Superior Hot Mix Asphalt Paving Project to the lowest, most responsive bidder, Cadillac Asphalt.
Madam Chair,
Mr. Jones.
I move to concur with the administration and award bid ITB 25/26-21 for the Wade and Superior Hot Mix Asphalt Paving Project to the lower responsible and responsive bidder, Cadillac Asphalt LLC, in the amount of $1,114,185.30, with an additional 10% contingency for a total of $1,145,603.83.
Support.
Okay, thank you. It's been motioned by Mr. Jones, seconded by Ms. Abdo to concur with the administration and award bid ITB 25/26-21 for the Wade and Superior Hot Mix Asphalt Paving Project to the lowest responsible and responsive bidder, Cadillac Asphalt LLC, in the amount of $1,314,185.30, with an additional 10% contingency for the total amount of $1,445,603.83. Any discussion? I have one question, Roberto. Can you just really quick? Just for transparency's sake, the Cadillac Asphalt was the fourth lowest bidder. Can you just kind of speak as to why we went that route with Cadillac? Just a summary, please,
Sure.
for transparency's sake.
So we've used most all these bidders that were on this particular project. I'm not gonna, I don't want to get into each individual
No.
issue, but there's a couple of the bidders that lost certain certifications due to some legalities with bidding that we don't feel comfortable with at this time. That doesn't mean we're not going to use them in the future, but just right now, we don't have that comfort level. And there's other bidders that we hadn't had great success with, and that doesn't mean that we're not going to use them either in the future. Right now, as we're looking at this project, We feel comfortable with the tight margins with all the bidders, and we're choosing to elect Cadillac for this particular project.
Thank you. Thanks, Roberto. Mr. Jones?
Yes.
Ms. Abdo?
Yes.
Mr. Bullard?
Yes.
Mr. Wilhide?
Yes.
Mr. Wadsworth?
Yes.
Chair votes yes, motion approved.
Thank you, and that will conclude my report for this evening.
Thank you.
Number 8 is the clerk's report. I have one action item, 8A. It is requested that council concur with the Planning Commission's findings and approve the second reading and final adoption of RZ 2025-001 Romulus Trade Center North to conditionally rezone approximately 108.48 acres, including parcels 80-99-0006-702, parcel number 80-1-99-0006-704, and 32630 Henry Ruff Road from an R1A Single Family Residential and C2 General Business to an M1 Light Industrial, subject to the conditions imposed by the Planning Commission and finalization and execution of the conditional rezoning and development agreement by the city attorney. This was introduced at the April 27th, 2026 council meeting.
Need a motion?
Madam Chair,
Thank you, Mr. Jones.
I move to concur with the Planning Commission finding and approval of second reading and final adoption of RZ-2025-001 Romulus Trade Center North to conditionally rezone approximately 108.48 acres, including partial 80-011-99-006-702, number sign 80-11-99-000-704, and 32630 Henry Ruff from R-1A Single Family Residential and C-2 General Business to M1 Light Industrial, subject to conditions imposed by the Planning Commission, and finalize the execution of the conditional rezoning and development agreement by the city attorney.
Support.
Okay, thank you. It's been motioned by Mr. Jones, seconded by Mr. Wadsworth to concur with the Planning Commission's finding and approve the second reading and final adoption of RZ-2025-001 Romulus Trade Center North to conditionally rezone approximately 108.48 acres, and the rest as read into the record by the clerk and Councilman Jones. Any discussion? Hearing none. Mr. Jones?
Yes.
Mr. Wadsworth?
Yes.
Mr. Wilhide?
Yes.
Ms. Abdo?
Yes.
Mr. Bullard?
Yes.
Chair votes yes, motion approved.
Thank you, council. That concludes my report. And again, I would like to say thank you to everyone who supported and attended the Person of the Year event. Very humbling experience. But again, just heartfelt thank you to everybody, those in the audience and as council, for your attendance.
Congratulations.
And that will conclude the clerk's report. Number 9, there is no treasurer's report, which will take us to number 10, public comment. And this is the portion of the agenda for those who are in the audience and who would like to address the city council. You can find the rules to address city council on the back of your meeting agenda. To address City Council, raise your hand, and after being acknowledged by the chairperson, approach the podium, and we ask that you please state your name. Members of the public who submitted a public comment card will be called upon first. You will have 3 minutes to speak, and any additional time will be upon the consent of the chairperson. Madam Chair and Council, I do have 4 written requests to
Okay.
speak.
Thank you.
The first written request is from Lawrence People. Oh, sorry, he just left, okay.
Okay.
The next one is Aaron Siemens. Did I pronounce that correct, or Simons? Siemens? Okay.
Hi, my name is Erin Siemens. I'm a private citizen and a resident of Ann Arbor and a frequent visitor to Romulus. I'm also a volunteer with the Coalition to Shut the Camps. The Coalition to Shut the Camps are a grassroots coalition of private citizens and more than 35 different immigrant rights, interfaith, and advocacy organizations who have come together to stand against the opening of an ICE detention center in the warehouse located at 7525 Cogswell Street here in Romulus. We have been protesting at the site every Saturday at 3 p.m. for the last 11 weeks. Our volunteers have been working to educate the public about what the DHS is planning, the potential impacts it will have on Romulus and the surrounding communities, and what the government took from the community in terms of respectable jobs and tax revenues by spending our tax dollars to outbid the Toyota supplier who had intended to buy and develop that warehouse. We have also been working to lobby the agencies who are responsible for connecting services that will be required to convert and open the facility. First, I want to thank the mayor and the city council for your resolution against the planned detention facility and for signing on to the lawsuit AG Nessel has filed against the DHS. Second, I want to thank the members of the Romulus Police Department who have been very supportive and respectful of us and the exercising of our First Amendment rights these past 11 Saturdays. Finally, I would like to request reassurance that the city will not allow the planned street construction for Cogswell to be used by the federal government as an opportunity to make the infrastructure modifications that they will require to make that warehouse ready to imprison between 500 and 1,600 human beings. We have been observing what looks like construction activity and preparations at the site, including a contractor for AT&T who came by a week ago Saturday. We also see the markings that would indicate that there are some preparations being made to connect sewer and water lines rather. So that's why we are here today, to request these assurances and also to request any other updates you can provide. Mayor McCrate, is he here? Mm-hmm. Hi, Mayor McCrate. Thank you. Mayor McCrate, I've copied you on an email to Attorney General Dana Nessel with some of the indications that we've seen along with photographs, because we assume that they are in violation of the temporary injunctions that were requested in the state's lawsuit. And that is all I have. Thank you, Council.
Thank you. Next one.
All right, the next written request is from Aaron Lippert. Council, Mr. Lippert has provided, I believe there were handouts handed to you, is that correct? Oh, okay, the deputy clerk will pass those out to you.
Okay.
Good evening, Council.
Good evening.
I spoke at the last study session to rezone the area on Vining Road so that a pilot travel center can come in. As I stated before, I worked for Pilot Travel Center for the better part of a decade, managing 12 stores in 7 states in the time that I was with them. I referenced 3 stores that I specifically ran across the country that somewhat mimic this exact situation. The left-hand turn coming out of the travel center, should it be built there, is going to create accidents and death pretty much like you wouldn't believe. So one quick minute, I was a brand new store manager at Sturbridge, Massachusetts that has the exact same setup in relevance to where the highway is at, what the semi has to do to get out of the parking lot. It was my first week on the job, and a semi pulled out, obviously going less than 5 miles an hour, and a family was coming down the road, a family of 5, at 22 miles an hour. The family went up under the semi, and all of them lost their lives. I had to go out onto the street and be witness to the scene, which is why I'm passionate about this not happening here. I am not anti-truck stop. I believe professional drivers are the reason we have clothes on our back, the reason we have food in our kitchens. They run our country, and I thank them for it every day. I am anti-putting it there. So I took this time, it's my wife's birthday today, to come up and speak to you all, and she granted me permission to do that, so I just wanted to give you a little bit of her birthday time to go over the 20-plus hours that I studied some specific factual data that already exists in our city in this area. So all of my site references are from SEMCOG, Michigan State Police, and Michigan Crash Facts. So again, it's not just me throwing numbers out there, this is factual data. So before I get into this, I'd like to start with this page. Essentially what this shows is accidents involving semis in the state of Michigan, and it breaks it down. The longest semi at top is injuries happening in a risk, right? And it goes all the way down through fatality. I know it's hard to read, but I have so much money for a printer at home to print regular copies. So if you flip behind that page to the chart, this is straight from Michigan Crash Facts, and it lists that we have 41 counties, or 41 cities and townships in Wayne County. Of that 41,
Okay, we had 3 minutes. Did you need more time?
please can I have some more time?
How much time you need?
Maybe another 5?
5, we gotta cut it down.
Okay, I'll do my best.
Can we
to cut
do
it
3
down.
minutes?
Yep.
Okay.
So out of the 41 cities and townships in Wayne County, Romulus was in the top 10 for crash volume currently, and has the greatest percent of crashes to population, even greater than the city of Detroit. So Romulus has 24,429 citizens as of the last census, and they're responsible for 1,178 crashes in the year 2024, which is the last published year so far, which equates to 4.8 crashes per citizen. So this gets into my chart here. As you can see, each one of the dots up there are an accident that happened, including 3 fatals already right near where they want to put the truck stop in. So you can spend some time on it. I put a heat chart up there too to show you that 46% of all accidents that happened in Romulus during the time frame of 2013 to 2025 happened right between the Wayne and Vining corridor. So any semi coming down to try to get off on the highway, merging right there and backing up the ramp, and the deceleration lane that Pilot spoke about, which will not house more than 2, maybe 3 semis, is going to multiply that number substantially, and it's going to affect our citizens. So with that said, I mean, I'd love to get into the data that I spent the time on, but I guess I'm out of time, so please read over it and understand that if a truck stop goes in there, people will die. Plain and simple. I've seen it happen time and again, and that's why I'm passionate about it not going right there. And again, I'm all for Romulus, I'm all for truck stops, I'm a Romulus citizen of 5 years now, and I just want us to do the right thing for our citizens. Thank you.
Thank you. And yeah, if next time, I would love to have you on my report where you have more time to speak without 3-minute limitations, okay?
Thank you, Madam Chair. We have, the last written request is from Todd Barron.
Good evening, Mayor, Council. Todd Barron, resident of Romulus on Grant Street. I'm also wanted to address with regards to not the pilot truck stop specifically, but the location. As Mr. Lippert before me stated, I'm not against truck stops. I'm not against putting places, and I think Pilot would be a great addition to the community. I think they would build a world-class facility. I think it would contribute, as they presented in their presentation at the study session, and I appreciate the opportunity to see that at the study session. My concern as stated by the individual who spoke before me, is with the location and the traffic. I did take it upon myself. I wrote a letter addressed to Mayor and Council last Wednesday, sent it over to the clerk's office. I don't know if it got distributed or not. I do have copies of that letter. And basically what that letter outlines in a nutshell is my concern with the left turn out of the pilot location for the traffic that has to go northbound to get back onto I-94, an unprotected left, a 53-foot trailer with a tractor in front of it, making that maneuver. If there's traffic heading north or southbound on Vining, it's a dangerous combination. And I appreciate we're putting in a roundabout at 5 points. One of the reasons is we want to be cognizant of traffic safety, and that's a hot spot for near misses. And I don't want the city to make that correction and make the mistake of creating another problem over there. Pilot has said, the trucks are already here. The trucks are already here. We want to service them. I looked out my backyard today, and I saw a cardinal over there, and there was some robins over here and some other birds, and they're in my trees. The birds are in my backyard, but I know if I put up a bird feeder on my back porch, I'm going to have a mess. I'm going to have a pile on my porch. The birds are already there. My concern is, are we building a bird house or a bird feeder with this truck stop based on the location only? It's only on the location. Pilots, traffic engineers were, I thought they never answered that question, that left turn question, even at the planning commission phase. And then ironically, I looked on May 8th, there was an article published on Fox 2, and it just happened to pop up in my news. Romulus ranks number 5 in the state for crashes per capita, and only behind the city of Detroit and the city of Southfield for number of fatals. And that was on Fox 2 reporting. So just keep that in mind before you make your final decision.
Okay, thank you.
That was the last written request, Madam Chair.
Okay. Do we have anybody in the audience that would like to speak at this time? All right, we'll close that out.
Thank you. Number 11 is unfinished business.
Thank you. Mayor, did you have anything you want to address under here, or no? Okay.
Madam,
Mr.
if I could,
Wadsworth?
to the chair, I just want to thank these two gentlemen for coming here tonight, because this truck stop will be a nightmare for this town if it pops up here. And that's my only comment.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Any other comments on finished business? All right, move on.
Thank you. Number 12 is new business. Number 11 is for approval is warrant 26-09.
Through the chair, I'd like to make a motion. We pay warrant 26-09 in the following amounts. General Fund, $146,589.86. Major Street Fund, $3,712.25. Local Street Fund, $2,931.26. Public Safety Fund, $26,621.89. Cable TV, $588.82. Merriman Road Special Assessment, $3,392.77. Street Lighting Fund, $44,238.24. Community Employee Activity Fund, $355.06. Garbage and Rubbish Collection Fund, $979.72. Tax Increment Finance Authority, $32,806.62. Downtown Development Authority, $26,096.85. Michigan Indigent Defense Fund, $23,031.64. 911 Service Fund, $9,609.70. Law Enforcement Federal, $268.83. Library Fund, $7,167.28. CIP Bonds Court Building, $282,000. Ecorse and Vining Capital Improvement Bonds, $107,822.22. Water and Sewer Fund, $448,169.28. Motor Vehicle, $30,826.28. Technology Services, $31,931.53. Retiree Insurance Benefits, $14,300.04. Revolving Fund, $3,410. Impress Payroll Fund, $32,501.68. Totaling all funds, $1,279,351.82.
Support.
Thank you. Motion by Ms. Abdo, seconded by Mr. Jones for the approval of warrant 26-09 for checks presented in the amount of $1,279,351.82. Any discussion? Hearing none. Ms. Abdo.
Yes.
Mr. Jones.
Yes.
Mr. Wilhide.
Yes.
Mr. Wadsworth.
Yes.
Mr. Bullock.
Yes.
Chair votes yes, motion approved.
Number 14 is communication.
Okay.
Takes us to number 15, adjournment, and the time is 8:21.
So moved.
Support.
Okay, it's been motioned by Mr. Jones, seconded by Mr. Wilhide for the adjournment of this meeting. Mr. Jones?
Yes.
Mr. Wilhide?
Yes.
Mr. Wadsworth?
Yes.
Mr. Bullock?
Yes.
Ms. Abdo?
Yes.
Chair votes yes. We are